A sailor and a marine are set to retrace the steps of Ernest Shackleton's epic Antarctic journey in a replica of the boat that he used. They're Warrant Officer Baz Gray of the Royal Marines and Royal Naval Petty Officer Seb Coulthard, and we'll be hearing from them in just a moment. When Ernest Shackleton's ambitious trans-Antarctic expedition in 1916 came to grief, he and his crew were stranded on Elephant Island with just a lifeboat as a means of escape. Their only source of rescue was a whaling station on South Georgia, some 800 miles away. On reaching the island after 16 days, a journey he described as one of supreme strife, he set off with 2 colleagues and scaled peaks of up to 3,000 feet high. They had virtually no mountain equipment or even maps to help them reach their destination at Stromness. So, what inspired you to get involved in such an epic journey?
Well, it's well known that Ernest Shackleton is one of our country's greatest polar heroes, and he's a personal hero of mine. I always wanted to sort of follow in his footsteps a little bit. In this case, we're actually following his wake across the Southern Ocean. For me, it's quite simple. You know, as a Royal Marine by trade, which is what I do. I mean, the ethics and the leadership styles and the things that he did and what his men went through is exactly what the Royal Marines are all about. You know, and that's what we instill in our young guys when they go through commando training. And I would love to be able to sort of have the opportunity to go and experience something of what he did, and be able to obviously pass that on, you know, through further life experiences to guys. The
thing that got me is in almost 100 years, no one has successfully completed this sea and land double. I mean, how daunting is that fact alone?
It's very, very daunting. The sea journey has been attempted before, and the land journey as well, but never both together, and never has it been accomplished successfully. So when you take that and you place it on a map, and then you realise that the little dot on the map moves at 40 miles a day, and you're trying to cross a distance of over 1,000 miles, that's when the daunting aspect of the expedition really hits you. You know, yeah. It's an incredible challenge, and we've been very respectful of the challenge.
Let's have a quick look at the boat that you'll be travelling 800 miles in. I mean, what happens if you get hit by a major storm travelling in this?
The boat has a number of safety features built into it. From the outside, she looks like an antique, but in fact, we have modern safety equipment on board for exactly these types of situation. You know, one of the major problems we have there is, you know, this is one of the roughest oceans, you know, on the planet. If we do encounter a problem where our boat hits a freak wave and we're in extremely rough seas and we get thrown over, the boat gets seriously damaged. In those type of seas, in that type of ocean, it's not like our support vessel, which you have, can just pull alongside and pick us up. So we literally would have to ride out and try to survive with the kit and equipment we've got and the boat until seas calm down enough to allow a support vessel to come in and pick us up. So that's a situation, you know, that it's viable. It could happen, and we would just have to do the best we can to make sure we keep ourselves alive.
Right, we've also got some video of the terrain that you'll have to cross in South Georgia. Are you absolutely sure you want to do this?
That is South Georgia. I mean, the crossing Ernest Shackleton undertook with his sort of two other colleagues, you know, was completely unmapped, uncharted territory at the time. He had no idea what he was going to face. You know, we have a slight advantage and we know what's to come, so we can be sort of prepared both mentally and physically for that. However, that's looking very calm and very peaceful on the pictures you can see there. South Georgia, however, you know, at any time of year can become, like any mountain range, you know, a completely horrible, inhospitable, you know, cold, damp place. You know, and as soon as you start becoming complacent and switch off to the fact that is possible, that's when you start having issues. And you know, we have to respect that mountain range, you know, every step of the way, you know, in order that we don't get caught out.